We got to talk about that last play that Christie Sides called when the Mystics were up 89-84 with 16 seconds left in the game. Because my goodness, that play was atrocious and embarrassing. I don't know how she's a coach still. I think at the end of the season, the Fever need to reevaluate her as a coach. Because this play, when I talk about it, is atrocious. It's egregious, and I just wonder what she's doing at times. So here's what happens. The Mystics are up 89-84. There's 16 seconds left in the game. And when you're down 5 points and you don't have the ability to play defense and turn the team over, you need a quick bucket in these scenarios. So here's what happens. The Mystics are playing defense, right? And the person inbound the ball was Katie Lou Samuelson. Now, my first issue with that is she is a 3-point specialist. You should probably have her out on the court just as a decoy or a 3-point threat in case the opposing team wants to double Caitlin Clark or Kelsey Mitchell. At this point, Caitlin Clark is 5 of 9 from shooting the 3. Kelsey Mitchell, 0 of 7. I know she had a big shot the previous game, but you want to make sure that you get it in your best player's hands. But here's what happens. Caitlin Clark sets a screen for Aaliyah Boston, and Alyssa Smith sets a screen for Kelsey Mitchell. The problem is Caitlin Clark isn't going to get the ball right away. That's the first mistake. Another issue is Samuelson inbound the ball to Aaliyah Boston. Here's the problem. You don't have a guard getting the ball to make the decisions. So Aaliyah Boston catches the ball, and Caitlin Clark is running away from the ball to go to the corner. It's an easy pickup. All they got to do is just switch that screen. It's easy. So Aaliyah Boston gets the ball. She hands it back to Katie Lou Samuelson. I'm thinking, what are we doing here? Katie Lou Samuelson does not make decisions in that situation. Why is she in position to make a pressurized pass? And she has to be quick with it. You can't be slow. Remember, there's only 16 seconds left of the game. You would like to score within 5 seconds. And it might have been smart to give the ball to Caitlin Clark, who was on a tear in the fourth quarter, got you back in the game, got it to 3 points. At least get the ball in Caitlin Clark's hands, because if she has the ball and she decides to attack the basket, the defense is likely going to collapse. And if you have Kelsey Mitchell or Samuelson open, you get a better look and it's quicker. Or she draws a foul. But no, Caitlin Clark runs away from the ball because that was part of the play design. And she never got an opportunity to take a shot or make a play for her team. She had 13 assists. Why not just give her the ball and create an opportunity for the Indiana Fever? It made no sense to me. So Samuelson picks up her dribble. So time's going down. And then what happens is she swings it to Kelsey Mitchell. Mitchell gives it to Leah Boston. She swings it back to Mitchell. And she takes this terrible shot, but she has no choice because there's only like 7 or 8 seconds left in the game. And it just bricks off the side of the backboard. And the game is over. And I'm thinking, what did you just call there? Because you got to understand situational basketball. That is not good offense. Even if Samuelson decides to try and pass it to Caitlin Clark, she has to throw it over 3 defenders' heads. She's not good at that. Why would you put her in that position? Again, I don't know what Christie Sides is doing. I don't think she doesn't know what she's doing at times. When you're making these calls and you need a quick bucket, you need your best ball handler catching the ball and making a faster decision, especially when you have little time left and you're trying to extend the game. But no, let's throw it to a center, and then she just hands it off to Samuelson, who's way out away from the 3-point line. She has to make a quick decision, and the idea was to get Caitlin Clark an open shot to run to the corner, and you have Samuelson who's going to try and pass the ball with her weak hand. I don't know what we're doing here. And this is embarrassing and just a complete mess. And it's a joke, because if this continues, I'm telling you right now, Christie Sides is going to get fired. Because you can't, I don't think her game plans are bad, but when the teams make adjustments, she doesn't do anything. They just go on their runs. And I've seen countless times where the Fever's defense isn't that good. Neither is Caitlin Clark's defense. Her off-ball defense needs to get better. And so does the team in general, because they don't guard cuts. They, don't pay attention when they're playing off-ball defense. So it's a complete mess. And then when you have a coach who seems like they don't know what they're doing down the stretch of these kind of games, you lose confidence in them. Because what if it's a situation where you're down 3 points and you want to get a quick 2-point bucket? Well, is your team going to have confidence in you to design a play like that? Because what I just saw was atrocious. It was terrible execution. You don't have, again, your center or even your 3-point shooter inbound the ball like that, unless you have a play in mind where you can get Samuelson open right away. But that's not her strength. And then you give the ball back to her to make a decision where she needs to be quick and efficient with her pass. I'm sure that's going to end really well, and we know how that played out. So it's just another example of Christie Sides not knowing what she's doing. And you have this talented, soon-to-be superstar in Caitlin Clark. I mean, she had an MVP-like game. She was phenomenal. And your play call for her with 16 seconds left in the game is to run away from the basketball? Yikes. You don't do that to your best player. You can't. You can't afford to. So my thing is this. If you're going to not have Caitlin get the ball, just don't have her out there. She's just running around as a decoy, I guess. She's supposed to have the ball in her hands to make decisions. And here's a novel idea. When your best player has the ball, the defense is going to pay attention. There's already a scouting report out on Caitlin Clark. She's the #1 priority for a defense. So why not put the ball in her hands, let her make those decisions? It's really that simple. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Love to hear your thoughts on what Christie Sides called at the end of that game against the Mystics. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.